What is going on, my dudes? Tystra here, back again with another Genshin Impact video. And as always, if you like the content, please make sure to hit that like and subscribe button down below. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. And as always, leave a comment about what you thought about this video. Now, yesterday we talked about, how good Shinhe could be with her teams. And as you saw in that video, I was struggling a little bit with what I wanted to do with Shinhe because it was very hard to decide on what I wanted to do. I thought she was going to be a DPS. She absolutely was not. She was more support than DPS. I built her with the wrong artifacts, so on and so forth. But what's really good about what I have here for you is that I kind of guessed correctly with, Yunjin. So let's go ahead. We're going to switch over here, and we're going to go check out Yunjin ourselves. So, Yunjin right here is a fantastic character. She's a lot of fun. Her singing, pretty good. I try to mimic it, and I can't really do it. But, it is what it is. So, let's go ahead and take a look at what I did for Yunjin here. Now, Yunjin is a support character for sure, and I figured she was going to be a support character anyway. But she has a lot of really, really good abilities that make her a fantastic character to use. So, her weapon, I chose the Favonius Lance. I think the Favonius Lance is her best in-slot weapon. You could use Engulfing Lightning, but at the same time, Favonius Lance is definitely, in my opinion, her best. You could even use Prototype Star Glitter, which is, 3 weapons that we used in the Shinhe one as well. So it's fantastic that they both use kind of the same types of weapons. So, I recommend Favonius Lance. I think it's a fantastic choice. Now, when we get to artifacts, this is where it gets a little tricky because I predicted 4-piece Husk of Opulent, which is correct. 4-piece Opulent gives not only her defense a 30% boost, which she scales on defense, but a character equipped with this artifact set will obtain the Curiosity effect in the following condition. When on the field, the character gains 1 stack after hitting an opponent with a Geo attack, triggering a maximum at once every 0.3 seconds. When off the field, the character gains 1 stack every 3 seconds. Curiosity can stack up to 4 times, each providing 6% defense and 6% geo damage bonus. When 6... hold on. It won't even... Yeah, when 6 seconds pass without gaining a Curiosity stack, 1 stack is lost. So, the Curiosity stack helps out with Yunjin in general, but it also helps out all the other characters on the field. So, it's great. Now, when it comes to what you're looking for in, say, your stats, HP and attack are obviously going to be your main stat there. We always know that. But you want defense across the board. Defense across the board as your defense percentage. So defense percentage Sans, defense percentage Goblet, and don't do what I did. You need a defense percentage Circlet. I went crit rate because I'm a dummy. But at the same time, I made sure there was still a little bit of defense and some energy recharge because those are going to be the 2 substats you're really going to be looking for. So, substats. Again, as I said, defense percentage is your top one. Energy recharge is your second. With flat defense, your third. And if you must get some sort of crit, do crit rate. Crit damage is meh. Like it's gonna work, obviously, but crit rate is better than crit damage on this character, especially if you're using stuff like Favonius Lance. So, as you can see, I did crit damage on some of these. Didn't really focus too much on the energy recharge that I needed, but this character overall still has a good chunk of energy recharge at 218%, which is pretty dang good. Go, Yunjin. Dance in the background, girl. My crit rate and crit damage are basically even, but I wanted to focus on having that crit damage because of, Favonius Lance. So, they have a 100% chance to generate a small amount of elemental particles. That's why you want to pair crit rate with Bappo Lance. I always call it Bappo. But anyways, then you're going to look at your burst. Or not your burst, but your talents. And you're going to want to prioritize your burst. I didn't work on the talents because I still need to, work for books. But I also needed Aura. As you can see, I only have 3 million Aura. So, I was struggling, especially getting Shinhe out. But honestly, the funny thing about Yunjin is that your focus is going to be mainly on generating as much energy particles as you can. So, it's not a big worry if, your Yunjin doesn't have a lot of books invested into her. So, yeah, I would say still work for books on her. But as you can see, I'm going to show you a couple of her best, partners. So Eula benefits from her because of the energy and also the bonus in attack percent, or sorry, not attack percent, in defense percentage. Eula can take a little bit more hits. Zhongli being, you know, Zhongli, the shield strength is going to help her in the sense of having that geo resonance. So it really does help with that. But it's also going to help with the physical and elemental resistance, like of the enemies. So you're going to be decreasing those, which in turn helps out your Eula right off the bat because Eula, you're going to want to build her physical damage. I never built her with freeze comp or anything like that. So let's go ahead and let's take it to the usual testing grounds of Mr. Animal Hypostasis. Now, the one thing that sucks about this is that when Yunjin uses her E, the problem is that with Animal Hypostasis in particular, is that you might not hit him after he crashes through your, counter. But you're going to want to hold for your counter to work and then go into, let's say getting your shields and stuff. You could actually even do your shield beforehand. So we're going to go in, we're going to shield with Zhongli, and then we're going to go into Yunjin and then switch right to Yuba. So activated, we got that going. Look at that. I was doing so, granted, those are crits that are doing, the 9k and stuff, but even here, when you're just auto-attacking, over half the damage as is, my Eula's not the most perfect, but the fact that she's able to do that is insane. Look at that. That's such good damage right there. That's a two-phase I haven't been able to do with Eula in a long time for this Eula. Usually for this Eula, it takes 4 phases for me because her attack or her crits are not doing as well. But with the combination of Zhongli and Yunjin, it makes it so much easier. I went to the wrong side. So we get that shield going. Let's wait. We're going to get the flags. And then boom. Easy peasy. Such an easy way to build your Yunjin because your Yunjin is the best. Honestly, I find more use out of Yunjin support than I do Shenhe's support. I just like Shenhe because of the way she looks. But that just goes to show you, Yunjin works for the characters that you're going to be building her with, which is physical damagers and geo resonance. So you're not going to build an all geo team per se, but Yunjin having that synergy with Zhongli, and then also having that resonance with Eula, it makes perfect sense with how your team synergy is going to work. Now you could run her with other characters, obviously for geo resonance. You could run her with Noelle instead of Zhongli. That it's going to play the same way when it comes to those shields. With attackers, you could use Yanfei, you could use Joymia, Ningguang, Razor, even Tartaglia, because Tartaglia's damage is a little bit different. In fact, let's go ahead and switch out for Tartaglia, because I'll tell you this much: my Tartaglia, excuse me, my Tartaglia is absolute trash. I built him when I was still trying to understand how the game works. So this is the perfect opportunity to kind of show how Tartaglia can work with this character. And so basically, it's going to be the same way that I played the last thing with the Animal Hypostasis. We're going to activate Zhongli's shields, and then we're going to go into Yunjin's counter, and then go straight into Tartaglia and check out the damage. Let's go. Okay. Get that going. Okay, now we're going to wait for Butt Nugget. I fucked up. Yeah, my damage is still trash. We're going to have to fix this real quick. This will give us time to get everything back. So as you can see, the damage is bad. Alright, wait for it. Yeah, my damage is still doing terrible. Tartaglia needs to be rebuilt completely for me. But we're going to do one more thing. See, look at her damage. Her damage in general is really good. So I got my flag. Let's go ahead and try that real quick. We're gonna do that. Oh my gosh. Okay, there we go. Look at the damage comparatively. Now I was doing, instead of like 1,500 crits, I was doing 3 to 4K crits. So that was a perfect example right there, after I used her flag ability. So that's ultimately what you need to look at, is after you use the flag ability and gain your energy from that, your physical attackers or just your DPSs in general that are using like normal attacks are going to benefit more from that damage increase. So definitely, I would say Yunjin is a lot better of a character than maybe a lot of people think. I think Yunjin has the capabilities to be one of the best 4 stars in the game right now. Not saying she is, but she's definitely could be up there in the supports alongside, Bennett and Kujosara. I think Kujosara is a fantastic support too. She's not as good as Bennett for sure, but yeah, I digress. I think that Yunjin is a wonderful part of Genshin Impact. She does what she needs to do. She's a great battery. Geo Resonance is great. She works super well with physical DPSers and also other DPSers like Tartaglia, as you saw. Like he almost doubled his damage. So, but yes, Yunjin definitely solid support. So that's going to be it for this one, guys. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe down below, notification bell. Comment about what you think about my Yunjin. What did I do wrong in my gameplay so that if I ever revisit this, revisit her, we could always be like, okay, after doing extensive research, this is what she could do. So, but yeah, let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. As always, guys, I love you so much. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to entertain you. And we will be back 2 days for another video. Take care and be safe.